Hawaiian coming back. Watch out. It was very much alive in vibrant society, as I mentioned. Very inventive as well. Had to be inventive. Someone won't forget to bring the Sears catalog. Couldn't order nothing. No Crate in the Barrel catalog. No Pier 1 catalog. No Nordstrom's catalog. Getting pretty serious here, huh? That's not the worst of it. Clifford, Ryan, here's the worst. No Victoria's Secret catalog. Now that's a problem. Major problem, huh? Had some of the finest footwear you could imagine, though. Needed good shoes for walking around the island. Almost said walk. Had houses that would stand up to hurricane force winds. Me, I overbuilt my house. I don't think it's gonna work. Sailing vessels, 200 and 300 feet long. Take you around the Pacific in relative comfort of the day. A tap of navigation for get you there with pinpoint accuracy. And me, I gotta make a radio call. Back to you in a moment. You can dance, we get a license. You know, living here in the old, well, wait a minute, let me point out something. Over here to the left, another island, the island of Lanai. A lot of people like to call it Lanai, and you call them Lanai if you like. Hawaiian don't care, but Lanai is a patio or a deck. Lanai is the name of one of the brothers who came here some 2,000 years ago for help settle the islands. And as I was going to say, living here in the old days was not as rough and tumble as you're led to believe. You read Michener and Dole, Stevenson, some old Western writers, you get the impression you're going to lose your head at the slightest whim of the elite, the ruling class. But it wasn't that way. It was the other way around. Rules and laws were made up by Kanaka. Common people, made real strict out of respect for the elite, that left great big gaping holes around everything. You get around most anything here except capital crimes. On the other hand, the elite, the ruling class, had to maintain respect for the people in the land. They lose that respect. First thing they're going to lose is their job. Second thing they lose is their head. Ooh, non-negotiable. Now the islands were cut into pie-shaped wedges, and each one of them was a separate kingdom. And by the way, Hawaiian really not into bloodletting. Way too messy. What Hawaiian liked was banishment. And the place to banish, the island of Lanai. See, at the time, this little over 400 years ago, Lanai was full of evil spirits. And, well, everybody knew you get out there, evil spirits get you, eat you all up, never see you again. Huh? Well, now there was this kingdom over here called Lahaina. And the king there had a son who was causing so much trouble that even the other kingdoms were ready to revolt. Ah, Daddy had to do something, he's going to lose his job in his head, and it didn't seem like a pretty good idea. So what did he do? He went banished the young man to the island of Lanai. Now when the young man would get on island over there, he went hide. He knew the evil spirits would be after him, and sure enough they were. Ah, but he was good at hiding, and evil spirits could not find him. Days turned into weeks, and still could not find him. Frustrated evil spirits were, never happened before. The young man kind of frustrated too, he'd like to get off island, huh? So he came up with a good idea. See, way over in the far end of the island over there, there's a small beach called Poho. Poho means useless, and I get no idea why they call it that. That's not a nice beach, I've been there. The young man go down that beach, and he go walk into the ocean, leaving obvious footprints in the sand. Then he get back in them footprints and went back out and went hide again. Well, here come the evil spirits, and they see the footprints. Wowzers! That's how evil spirits talk. Wowzers, we've got him cornered, he's hiding in the surf. So all the evil spirits went run down there, and they went jump in the ocean looking for him. Turns out, though, it was kind of a high surf day that day, huh? Everybody knows evil spirits are lousy swimmers. They went stayed in the ocean too long, they all went drowning. When they were gone, the young man lit a little bonfire, and the people behind him realized the evil spirits got him on fire. Let's go see what's going on. Then we get out there, they find the young man alive, evil spirits all gone. Went and praised him as a great warrior. A little more discussion, he learned his lesson about causing trouble, and he was allowed to return to Lahaina. The young man's name, Pi'ilani. And I bring this story up because you see 200 years before King Kamehameha united all the islands of Hawaii under one rule. King Pi'ilani, Maui's greatest king, united all of Maui under one rule. True story. Well, now, we're going to go on shore here at a little place called Honolulu Bay. You guys staying up on this side of the island? Lahaina side? No? Wailea, Kihei. All right. Well, here's a good surfing, or good snorkeling all down there, but here's another place, right here, called Honolulu Bay. I bring this up because you see there's not much surf here. Not much wind here. Good place for go snorkel. Yeah. So you get up on this island, give them a try. This bay here is plenty rock. The other bay over there, plenty sand. And Ryan, we get plenty of reservoirs out here. You probably noticed them. Huh? You know, they're out here because the islands are way too porous to sustain natural lakes or anything like the water table used to on the mainland. We like water, we must capture the rain. No more rain, no more water. Oh, and we grow kalo in the valley. Most people call it taro, but taro's a Tahitian word. No more tea in the language. Make poi out of kalo. You guys like the poi? Oh, good stuff, poi. You guys try the poi? Huh? I like the poi. All of mine like poi. Make it big and strong. 12 times the vitamin, nutrient, minerals is milk. Fed to children all over the world who are lactate intolerant because no one in the world is allergic to it. And no more bad cholesterol. All it is kalo root ground up with water, nothing else added. Unless, of course, whoever made them never wash their hands. And, that's a bad thought, huh? Had a lady from Dallas, Texas the other day told me she thought poi tasted like grits gone bad. You ever eat grits? I like grits. I bet you I like bad grits too. Oh, and this other lady from Los Angeles, California, told me she thought poi tasted like wallpaper paste without the sugar. So I had to ask, you been eating wallpaper paste? Nothing wrong with that. I like wallpaper paste. I like it with 2 scoops of rice and some smoked meat on the grinds there, man. Any fishermen on board? Everybody fishes in Safeway? Oh, Ryan fishes a bit. Now, fishing out here can be so good in certain places, you gotta hide the bottom of the boat for bait to hook. Yeah. Anybody like sushi? Alright, on the grinds that, huh? Krista, this is one place where you can put your bait and your lunch in the same bucket and go fishing. I discovered that the other day. I didn't even thought about it until I went fishing with Kimo. I had to get 2 buckets of bait. He's going to eat one. He brings his own soyu and chili pepper and all that. Mixes one. He's at there grinding 1 whole bucket of bait. And these valleys are very sacred to Hawaiian kind. You see kings and